Burgess here with Music Marketing TV, and today we're going to be taking a look at MAutoAlign. So AutoAlign tools are great for when you have multiple mics on a single source. Because those mics are placed at different distances, you can wind up with phase differences that are just static offsets. And what you would typically do to fix it is you'd come into your DAW, you'd zoom really far in, and then you'd try and eyeball the phase and line it up to hopefully get something that would match. So I have here a drum loop, just 3 copies of a drum loop for simplicity's sake. And if we zoom way in, we're going to go ahead and say, let's just say that, this is our first mic. Let's move our second mic. So now we've got this offset here. That could be a bit of a problem. Maybe we've got a third mic somewhere in the middle. So we have these differences in phase. And what that ends up correlating to is when we play it now, it's got this hollow sound to it. It's the distinct sound of phasing, and it's kind of a problem. So what you can do is you could come in and try and just eyeball it like I recommended before, but we've got AutoAlign tools which will automatically adjust the timing of these so that it's no longer an issue. So to do that, I'm going to grab the MAutoAlign here and just drag it on. So you can label it to match specific groups. So say for example, you've got bleed that's particularly bad with the snare and another mic. Well, you could put the snare in that, maybe it's a room mic or whatever. You could put the snare and that mic in a group and have it auto-align just with those two to correct the snare and that bleed. So you can go after specific problems, which is extremely helpful in more complicated multi-mic setups. But let's just say here we've got this pretty straightforward problem. So we actually don't really need to do anything here with this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to grab and just copy it over to the 3. They're all part of the same group. And I'm going to play it and let it analyze while it's playing. And after it's done analyzing, it's going to go ahead and apply an offset. We'll see all that stuff down here. And we'll also hear it too. So let's go ahead and zoom out a bit and let's just do that. All right, so it's finished. Let's hear it now. So this can be just amazingly fast to use. You just drag it on and hit analyze. And if you need to change group, you can go ahead and do that. There are some additional features if you want to be more precise with how this works. But for the most part, you're told how many samples it's been pushed and all these things. And if we actually go over to the different ones, we can see this one's been moved 0 samples. This one's been moved 43, and this one's been moved 17. So you're given some pretty, accurate information on how it's moved things. So if you want to go in and adjust things, you can. And it's that simple. You got a kick that's got phase problems. That's due to phase offset. Just slap this on there and fix it and move on. If you have any questions about this, feel free to let me know down in the comments. Subscribe and hit that bell icon for future videos. And have a blessed day.